Have you found your life purpose already? Well, as you clicked on this video, I guess not. But I'm curious in a way, so let me know in the comments if you did and what it is. If you didn't, you are not alone. A lot of people would like to find their purpose in life. Not many people manage to do it. So today I'll tell you why it is so hard to find your life purpose. Before I jump into the content, let me clarify something. Your life purpose is about what you came to do here in this life and on this planet. Everybody has a purpose, probably even more than one. We're all here to learn lessons and to give some sort of contribution to the society. Sometimes it is obvious, sometimes it is not. Some people have a lot of difficulties to figure out what's their purpose. If you are one of them, I'll share with you now 5 factors that get on the way when you are looking for this kind of answer. When you say life purpose, people tend to imagine something big that has a huge impact on others, and that's not always the case. Your life purpose is definitely very important to you, but it's not necessarily something on a global scale. Another thing that we tend to think is that life purpose is related to work only, and that's not true. It might be about something that you need to master to continue your evolutionary journey. It might be a volunteer act to help someone else, or it might be as simple as raising a child that will become someone important. Even though our life purpose is not necessarily about career, we all have natural talents, and it's good if we can use them in our professional lives because we spend a lot of time working. So if you can do something that's more aligned, for sure life will be much better. So keep in mind that your life purpose might be pretty much anything, and it might be much simpler than you expect. There is a short video called "The Like" that illustrates very well what social conditioning is and what it does to us. I'll leave the link below so you can have a look at it later. In short, social conditioning is everything that you learned that shaped you so you could become a fully functional human being in this society. And on the process to learn that, you lost a lot of your most authentic self on the way. Initially, you were tamed by your parents, and later, the school system finished the job. There is a comedian called George Carlin that used to say that the school is there to form little soldiers, people smart enough to operate machines and dumb enough to not ask questions. Unfortunately, when I see how many people accept what the media says without questioning, I do have to agree with him. So basically, what I want to say is that the whole system suppressed who you are from the moment you were born in here. And sometimes it's really hard to get back the lost parts of your authentic self. We have so many layers of limitations that were placed on us year after year, and they got deeply rooted in our subconscious mind in the form of limiting beliefs. A limiting belief is something that you believe to be true that limits your true potential. Some of them you might be aware, most of them you are not. And I can tell you, we have plenty of them because it's impossible to grow up on this planet without being affected. In spirituality, Earth is known as a school of dualities and limitations. I guess now you can understand why. If you want to understand better what are limiting beliefs and how you can get rid of them, I have a whole video about that, and as usual, I'll leave the link below for you. How many children did you meet that said something like, "I want to be an astronaut, a dancer, an artist," and all they heard back as a response was, "But you won't make a living out of it"? Maybe you were one of these kids. Actually, if you don't know your life purpose yet, and let's say it's related to your career, there are good chances that you were limited like that when you were a child. Now, if you already know what you really like to do, but you cannot figure out a safe way to shift your career, besides your limiting beliefs, you might have another problem. Maybe you don't want to leave your comfort zone. Comfort zone is pretty much anything that you keep in your life that no longer serves a purpose. It can be a thought pattern, a habit, a relationship, a job. Do you know the saying, "Nothing grows in the comfort zone"? It is absolutely true. If your life purpose is related to lessons, until you learn what you need, the patterns will keep repeating themselves in your life. In this case, the comfort zone might be the victim mindset where you blame the world and other people for your problems. It is comfortable to be a victim because it does not imply any kind of responsibility from your side. But when you do that, you are giving your power away. To change that, whatever happens in your life, especially when you don't like it, always ask yourself, Why am I creating this? What am I supposed to learn with it? Now, when it's related to career, it is normal that some people end up in a profession that is not aligned with them because of the educational system we have, and they only discover later in life what they really like to do. If that's the case and they already have established career, besides social conditioning and limiting beliefs, they might have problems to leave their comfort zone and change the work they do. I really understand how hard it is. I'm going through this kind of transition right now in my life, and for sure it's way more complicated if you have a family or people that depend on you financially, because it takes time to establish yourself in a new profession. But then you need to look at your choices in the long run. What would you prefer? To work with something that doesn't give you satisfaction but you have stability and money until you retire, or to go through some challenges until you manage to get stable again and work with something that gives you a lot of pleasure to the rest of your life. Eckhart Tolle became very famous for his books The Power of Now and The New Earth when he was over 50 years old. On his interviews, he says that if someone would have told him when he was younger that he would be a spiritual teacher, he would never have believed. I'm sure you can think about many other examples like this, people that found their purpose much later in life. Divine timing is not the same as human timing. We are used to the idea that we should be on the right track when we are 20, 30 years old, but that's not always possible. Time is a very important factor. You need to gain experience and maturity. So if you haven't found your purpose yet, maybe it is because you are not ready to fully understand it. And when you are not ready, certain knowledge might work as a poison. Instead of helping, they might even deviate you from your path. Another thing that I need to mention, not everybody gets to know their purpose while they're still alive, but that shouldn't be a reason to live a meaningless life. You can always find purpose in everything that you do. You have the power to do that. If you have any other ideas about why it is so hard to find your purpose in life, I would love to know, so let me know in the comments. On my next video, I'll share some thoughts about how you can find it. So if you'd like to watch, stay tuned on this channel. Other than that, I really hope today's video has helped you somehow. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.